All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. So thank you to everyone joining us today. My name is Chelsea with Scott Leroy Marketing, and today we will be going over our command overview. So this is just going to be an overview class. We do have more specific detailed videos on our YouTube channel. If you have any questions while we are going through this, feel free to put it in the chat and I'll do my best to circle back at the end of class. And you can always email us with any questions at support@scottleroymarketing.com. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So we are going to log in to our command or agent.kw.com. This is going to be the login screen that you'll see. You're going to put in your username and your password. The username is not case sensitive. However, the password is. If you click on this eyeball here, this will show you what your password is. Spaces do make a difference, so just make sure there's no space either before or after your password, as this will cause an issue signing in, and we do see that a lot. And if you do ever have an issue logging into command, we recommend swapping browsers first, as this usually will correct the issue. So if you are using Chrome, maybe try Firefox or go into an incognito browser, and that should help. All right, so we're going to click sign in. So this is going to bring us to our command dashboard. So if we go over to the left-hand side and we click on the red KW in the top left, it's going to pop out all of the name of the applets and tell you exactly what they are. So today we're going to be doing a brief overview of all of these applets. So we have our home, we have contacts, tasks, which are where you will find your follow-ups or reminders, smart plans, which is where you can set up your drip campaigns, your referral platform. Oops, let me X out of this. Opportunities, this is where your transactions will live. Campaigns, this is where you can do all of your social media advertising, direct mailers, and email campaigns. Reports and goal setting. Designs, where you can create or find pre-made graphics for marketing. Listings, this is where KWLS is pulling from your MLS. And lastly, we have our consumer applet, which is settings for our consumer app and our website. And yes, to answer the question in the chat, this is going to be the most updated version on command. All right, so if we go up to the top and we see the Customize Home button and click on that, we have the option to customize how our homepage looks. So we are able to select and deselect what we want shown, as well as rearrange based on how we would like it organized. So if we wanted to add our database health, we would check that off. We would see it display over here, and then we can just drag this and drop however we want to rearrange it. And then when you are satisfied with that, you'll just hit apply and it will make those changes for you. So if we see here, we have our tasks populating at the top. We have product updates just to keep you up to date with anything new that KWRI is launching. We have all of our goals. We have a notepad in case you want to type your notes in. And lastly, we have some design updates. So this is all designs that are in your design applet, but they're featured as new here, and you're able to preview and use them for your own marketing. So if we go back up to the top left, you'll see that right now we are in our command tab. Next, we have our connect tab. So if you click on this, this will take you to your connect profile. And you will see we have Command MC next. This is only for Market Center staff. So if you are staff, you may have this tab. However, if you are not staff, you will not see this. All right, moving over. If you hover over this app, this is our marketplace. So this is where you can upgrade or pay for any additional services such as Twilio. The bell icon is our notifications bell. So if you have a notification, it will be notated by a red dot on this icon. And if you click on it, it will tell you all of the notifications that you have. If we go to our name and click on the drop down, you're going to see this is our profile. And I'm just going to come back to this in 1 second. So if we scroll over to the question mark, this is all of our help and information. So you can access guided tours, KW University, chat with support, or post an idea if you have any suggestions on improvements or things that may or may not be working. So if we go back to our profile and click on that, you're going to see we do have another account connected to our command, and this is our team profile. So if you are an individual agent, you may only have one account, so you will not see this. However, if you are on a team, you will have the ability to switch between accounts. Next, we have our profile. We have settings. We have command training, which will take you into KW University. And then you have a logout option. So if we click on our profile, this is going to bring up some of your basic information. So it's going to show your headshot. And if you hover over this, you are able to change out your profile picture here. Under our name, we have our role. So we have a few roles. You might only see KW agent, your KW UID, email, and some contact information. It will show you the service areas, and then your biography. So if we go back, we're now going to go into our settings. So this dropdown is going to have all of our connections and integrations. So if you do have social media, this is where you can add and manage all of that. So you're going to see that we have DocuSign, and it is currently connected. If we wanted to disconnect the account, we would click this. We have our Facebook connected, and we are able to manage or connect additional pages. Same with Instagram, Google Calendar, Facebook for Ads Manager, Dotloop, and you'll see as an example here that this is not connected on our profile. So if we wanted to go ahead and connect that, we would go and connect the account, Twitter, and then some of our productivity apps, Keller Covered, Gmail, Office 365, Twitter for marketing, Command Email, MailChimp, and Twilio. And again, as I mentioned earlier, Twilio, if you do want to purchase this, you'll click on subscribe, and this will bring you to the marketplace where you can set up your subscription. All right, so now if we go up to command email, so we do have this connected. If we click on manage, we are going to see our name and our reply to email. So what this is about, this is how our campaigns will appear. So we will, or we can change how our name will appear on our email campaigns. You do also have the option to change this reply to email, which is how your email will appear to your clients when they respond to your email campaign. All right, and under our monthly account usage, this keeps track of your free 5,000 emails that you get. If you use that amount, it is going to redirect you to the marketplace to update your subscription. All right, under Connect settings on the left-hand side, we are going to go to our marketing profile. So this is where all of our information pulls, as we previously saw on our profile. And all of our information for our campaigns and designs that we are going to market to, to clients will pull from this, from our marketing profile. So here we have the option to upload our photo. And we have a space for team logo as well. So if you are not on a team, we recommend filling this in with the Market Center logo. If you have nothing here, it is going to show up as a broken image on your campaigns because it does have the option for 2 of the spaces. So just make sure that there is a logo in here. If we go down to my details, you'll see that anything that is required in order to save will be noted by the red asterisk. If you have a military affiliation, you can click on the drop down and choose whichever applies. You'll add your biography. And then we have some contact information down at the bottom, as well as your Market Center brokerage information. Continuing down, we do have compliance. So any compliance pieces that you need will go in here. If you're not sure, please reach out to your Market Center staff to confirm what needs to be added here. And continuing down, we have our social media links. So you can post your URLs to direct clients to your social medias. All right, and then scrolling back up, we're going to see use my information to brand my agent site. Make sure that this is toggled on, and how you can tell that is by seeing this as green, which means that this is posting your agent site to the public. If this gets toggled off, it will be gray, and you'll just know that this information is not displaying. All right, so after you have filled all of this out, you'll just hit save. And then we are going to go back to our dashboard. So now we're just going to go through all of our applets. And again, as I mentioned earlier, if you go to the top left and click on this red KW, this will expand out so you can see what each of the icons are. So we're going to do a brief overview of all of these icons. And just as a reminder, we do have classes on our YouTube channel, Scott Leroy Marketing, that does a deeper dive into everything that we're going to talk about today. But today we are just briefly reviewing this. So just keep that in mind as we go through. All right, so we will start off by going to contacts. So this is where you can put all of your contacts. You're going to see that we have a search bar here. So it does look like we have some filters on. So we're going to clear our filters. There we go. All right. And you can search by either first name, last name, email, address, or everything, which might, be the easiest default. And you'll see as I start typing, it will pull up anyone who fits the name. So you do not have to type in the full name. You can just begin to type it and it will pull everyone up. If we go to filter, you are able to set up a specific filter to find contacts. So if we wanted to find all of the agents that are in our contacts, we can turn on the agent filter, and all of the contacts that have that agent filter under their tags will populate here. And then to remove that filter, we can just go and clear all and apply. Next, we have Smart View. So if we click on this, you'll see we actually already have a few set up. But if we go to Create Smart View, let me backtrack a little bit. So if we are searching for agents and we want to market to different agents, for example, frequently, we can create a filter. Let's go back to that agents. And once we have all of our contacts populated, we can create a new Smart View and we'll name it Agents and save that. So if we wanted to very quickly be able to find all of our agents, we can just click on that Smart View and it will populate that list for you. So you don't have to set that filter every time. Next, if we go towards the right, you'll see that we can customize our columns. So if we click on that, you'll see all the available columns that you can display. Whatever you want to customize, you can just check off to include it. Or if you do not want to include that, you can uncheck it. And then you can also drag and drop the order that the columns will be viewed. So this is totally personal preference of whatever works for you. And then when you're satisfied with that, you will just hit apply and it will make those changes. So if we go going towards the right, you'll see we can change the view that the contacts come up. So we can either have it in a list view or an icon view. So if we click on this, you'll see that it changes the view. And this provides a little more information. Or you can go back to a list. All right, let's turn our filter off again. And you'll see this is going to tell you the amount of contacts that you have. So if you have a large database, you can filter this by showing 500 contacts at a time. Or you can do that less than that if that's what you would like to do. And then you would just use the arrow buttons to scroll between your database. At the top here, we have an import button. So if you would like to import a spreadsheet of contacts as a bulk upload, you have the option to do that. So at the top, there is a template that you can download to help you upload those contacts. And then you have the ability to upload the file here. And once you upload that, you'll just hit continue. And we also do offer that. So if you wanted to provide your database, we just will need a spreadsheet and you can email it to us at support scottleroymarketing.com and we can take care of that for you. Or if you just need to manually add a few contacts, you can click on this Add Contact button. And then you can put the information in here. You can add a relationship to the contact, put in their primary contact information, the lead source, and then you can add any tags that you need to here. And then there is a button that expands this a little further. So you can add additional contact information, addresses, any social profiles, birthdays and home anniversaries, any relationships that they have, and then some fun information. And then you do have the option to add a custom field as well. So you can add anything that you want that is in this dropdown. And then you will hit create and it will create the contact for you. And last but not least, we have these 3 dots here. So if you click on that, this gives you the ability to export all of your contacts. So if we click on that, you'll see that it says it is being processed. And when it's done, we will know that by seeing a red dot in our notifications bell. And then you can also export mailing labels in either a CSV file, which is a spreadsheet, or in a PDF file. All right, next we're going to go to our tasks. So this is where your reminders of follow-up or any opportunity tasks are that you have set up. So you're going to see up at the top, we have contact tasks, and then we have opportunity tasks. So these tasks are going to come from our specific opportunities that we have in our pipeline. And these are just tasks that are connected to contacts. So at the top, you're going to see a search bar. So you can start typing in if you want to see phone calls, and it will populate everything that has the word phone in it. You can also set up a filter again. So you can look at all of your tasks, your call tasks only, the status, if it's past due, due today, tomorrow, next week, or later, or you have the option to set a custom date range. And then you can also filter by priority level. If you wanted to create a new task, you would just hit the Create New Task button in the top right. We can click on Associate Contacts and we can search for our contact that we want to create a task for. So we will pick this contact and click Associate Contact. All right, and we are going to name it. We're going to add a description. We are going to set this as a high priority. We can set a due date. And add a link if we wanted to add an MLS link or anything like that about the property. And we do have the option to mark this as a call task as well. And then we will create the task. And if we scroll down to the bottom, we'll see that we have that task up. It's going to tell us it's high priority, and it's going to be in yellow, notating that it is due tomorrow. And if we wanted this to be at the top instead of at the bottom, we can do that by going to the due date status and clicking it so that the arrow changes so that our most recent is at the top. All right, so we do have the option to complete the task by clicking on the check mark. We can say if they answered, or sorry, if they did not answer, if we left a voicemail, or if we talked, and add any notes. So we can add our description about the call, and we can hit complete task. And now if we see at the top, we do have another tab that is completed, archived, and expired. So since we just completed that task, we can go to our completed section, and we can see that it has now gone to our completed task list. All right, if we go back to our tasks, you'll see that the rest that we have are past due. But if we needed to make an edit to anything, we can click on the 3 dots under the Actions tab, and we can edit, reschedule, or archive. So if we go ahead and archive this task, then we can go over to our Archive tab, and we'll see that that task has gone into this list. And lastly, we have this Expired tab that is just going to show us any of the tasks that have expired. All right, and then if at the top, if we go over to our All Opportunity Tasks, you can see your tasks for today, past due, 7 days, 30 days, or past 7 or 30 days, all time, or a custom range. So if you have opportunities that have tasks, they will populate here. Unfortunately, we do not have any, but this is where you will find that. All right, moving on to our smart plans. So smart plans, this is where you can set your contacts up on different communication plans. So at the top, you'll see that we have My Smart Plans, and then we have a tab called Library. Over to the right-hand side, you have a Create button. So if you would like to create your own smart plan, you can do so here. You can name the plan. And when you hit Apply, it is going to open up our smart plan editor for you to create a smart plan. However, I'm going to show you the library where we have pre-existing smart plans that you can just add right into your library, which is probably the way to go. All right. So if we go over to our library, these are pre-existing smart plans that are created by other agents that get added to the library for public use within KW anyway. So if we go up to our search, let's see if there's any Valentine. We can start typing in Valentine's Day. And you'll see all of the smart plans that have the word Valentine's in them. You're able to see when they were published, how many people have downloaded them. There's also a rating option, so you can see other agents that have rated, the amount of steps, the duration, and the touches, the creator. And then if we're really just not sure between a few of them, we can take a look at the steps. So we'll take a look at this one. And this is going to show you all of the steps. So this is going to be 1 day long. It's going to be 1 step, and it's going to be 1 touch because it's an automated text going out for Valentine's Day. If you hover over, you'll get an example of what it is. So it's going to say exactly what the text message will be. So if we liked this and we wanted to use it for our contacts, we can add the smart plan. We can rename it, or you can leave it as is. And then we're going to click download. And it will say at the top that this has been added to my smart plans. So now if we go into my smart plans, you'll see that my Valentine's Day is now in our library. So you need to make sure that you download whatever smart plan you want to use into your library in order to set your contacts up on it. So now we're going to be able to see this in our library. It will show you the name. This column will show you how many contacts you have. So if we scroll down, see if we have, no, okay. So this holiday smart plan, you're going to see this eyeball and with a number next to it. This means that there's 2 people that are currently in this smart plan. And if you click on the eyeball button, it's going to show you who the contacts are. And here you have the option to select them and to remove all, if you wanted to remove bulk remove from the smart plan. It's going to tell you the created date, the duration of the smart plan. So you'll see there's a wide variety, whereas the Valentine's text is 1 day. We have a 36 touch for referral agent partners, which is an 88-day smart plan with 6 total touches. So if you wanted more information on this one, we can click on the down arrow. It's going to tell you how this smart plan is triggered. So this is a manually triggered smart plan, meaning you need to add the contact to it. It's going to tell you exactly what you need to do. So it looks like this includes some interaction, face-to-face interaction. And then there will be a delay of 30 days, and then an automated text message will be sent out. Another delay for 4 days, interaction, etc. But if there's something in here that you don't like for instance, if you don't like that the delay is so short here, we can change that by going to the right-hand side. And you're going to see under actions, we have a few options. So we can either add a contact from here, we can edit the smart plan, or under the 3 dots, we have the opportunity to copy this smart plan, publish to library if we created a smart plan and, or, we made some tweaks to this and we wanted it to go to the public library, or we can delete it out of our personal library. So if we go into edit, this is going to bring us into our smart plan editor. So you will see that you can name it here. And you're going to see that you have actions on the side. So if we wanted to, let's say, make a phone call as our first task, we'll click on make a call. Oops. And it's going to go down to the bottom of our smart plan. We can click on the due date, do the task name, task description, and then you can use the arrows to move this up manually into whatever area you actually want it in the smart plan. When you're satisfied with that, you'll click save. And again, we have some YouTube videos that will go into smart plans way more in depth, so that you can really create these and do everything that you need to do, because there is a lot involved in smart plans. So next we're going to go to our referrals. So here you have the ability to track and manage any referrals that you have going out or coming in. So anyone that you have accepted and you are a referral partner with will show up here. So you'll see this says My Referral Network. You're going to have an overview at the top. It's going to show you your pending invites, your pending referrals, your received referrals, and your sent referrals. So we're just able to see all of our information here. If we wanted to send out a new referral, we can click on the new referral button in the top right. We can search for an agent by clicking on the drop down at the top. So this is going to go off of the contacts or the referrals that are in our network. There we go. All right, so if we wanted to click on this agent, because that's who we are sending a referral to, we would do that. And then we would put in what the client is, the fee, how long they have to accept this referral before it expires, and then just some information on what our referral is looking for. You'll put in the client's information. And this information will not be shown until the referral is accepted. And then once you are done filling out this information, you'll click on send and it will send the referral to your database, or I'm sorry, to the referral agent. All right, so if we back out of that, at the top, we're going to click on My Referrals. This is another way to see your sent and your received referrals. And this gives you a breakdown of referrals that are active, ones that have funded, your lost referrals, your expired referrals, rejected, and then you have the option to see all of them in one list. So if you do not have anyone in your referral network, you have the option of adding by going to the map. So this is another way that you can search for agents and add them to your referral network. So on the top left, we have a search bar, and it is currently pulling by production. So if we click on the drop down, you can search by production, market centers, by your network, or by referral patterns. So this is if you want to work with agents that your referral network works with, you can click on this option. You also have the option to click and drag to move your mouse or move the map around. And then you can also scroll in. If you know the area that you're looking in, you'll start to see agents populate. All right, there we go. So those numbers are currently going off of the production. And if we go to the right-hand side, you'll see all of the agents that are pulling up based on the area that we're currently looking at. If we wanted to refine this a little bit, we can click on our filter option. And then we have different filters that we can add to get that number down based off of what our client's looking for. So if we wanted them to have at least 5 closed units, just add a few. Let's say their average list price is, that's probably not even, let's see, 600,000. All right, and we will apply that filter. Nope, I put too many filters on. There we go. Nope. All right, it's not like in this area. All right, if we scroll out, okay. This does not want to work with me today. All right, well, we'll start. Okay, I don't know what's going on with the filter. All right, let's just clear our filters. This is not working with me today. All right, there we go. All right, so let's say we want to see more information on Rich. We can click on the drop down and it's going to give us a brief overview of his About Me and his agent stats. So we can see really quickly if this agent is going to work for the referral that we're looking for. So if we know right off the bat we wanted to send him a referral, we can add him to our referral network. Or we can actually send him the referral. So if we click on the mail icon, this is a referral request, and we can send it specifically to him with all of the information for a referral. If we wanted to add another agent, right, that's only going to search for our in-network agents. If we wanted to send this to multiple agents, we can go to the top and click on Broadcast Referral. And this is going to broadcast the referral to multiple agents that you have pulled up. Referrals is not liking me today, though. All right, so that is our referrals. So now we're going to go over to opportunities. So this is going to show you the pipeline of your transactions. So if you are on a team, your team is going to populate first. If you're not on a team, you're only going to have your individual opportunities. So you'll see we have our team, our individual tab, all of our opportunities, and then all of our discussions. So if we are just in our personal one right now, you're going to see that this is broken up into a few categories. So we have our listings pipeline, our buyers pipeline, and our leases. So you'll see that we have different stages that are set up. And it tells you the number that populates in that icon is showing you how many clients are in this stage currently. It's going to tell you the volume that you have and the average time that a client is in this stage. If you go to the right-hand side, this is going to tell you your GCI. So you have your potential income and your probable income. Down at the bottom, you have some additional metrics. So the type, you have the number, and then some of the additional GCIs over here. You'll be able to see this chart showing your activity as well. It's going to tell you that we have been on an upward slope. If you click on all opportunities, you do have the option to change from all to either listing, buyer, leases, just to get some more specific information. And then down at the bottom, we have our closings this month. So this is just going to tell you any upcoming closings that are coming up. All right, so if we wanted to see some more information in our opportunities, we can click on the appointment icon. And this is going to bring up all of the opportunities that you have in your appointment stage. So you'll see once we're in appointment, we have scheduled, we have headed to appointment, we have at appointments with clients. If we go over to active, there's additional columns. And once that changes, we can click on our opportunity and we can just drag it to the next stage. And then once this goes under contract, we can just drag it up to our under contract stage. So now if we click on under contract, we're going to see that it's moved to the next stage. And then if you click on the transaction, you'll be able to go into your opportunities. And this is where you have all of your details, where you will sync it to DocuSign or Dotloop. Any marketing that you've done through Command, your documents, offers and commissions tab, notes, and then an overall timeline of the opportunity. So if we want to go back to our sales pipeline, we'll just go up to the top left and click on sales pipeline. If we wanted to create an opportunity, we can go to the top right corner and click on create opportunity. We will choose the market center if we are in multiple market centers. Click on the opportunity type, search for our client, and our client will have to already exist in order to tag them. We can add a co-buyer. We can name the opportunity, add any tags, and then any of the other information down here. And remember to keep in mind that anything that is required in order to create or save will be notated by the red asterisk. All right, next we're going to go over to campaigns. So this is our campaigns dashboard. All of our connected accounts will be shown in blue. Over on the side, we are able to manage our accounts by clicking on this, and we are able to connect or disconnect. So if we scroll down on our dashboard, we have some quick posts that we are able to put up on our social media. And then at the bottom, we have some tips and training. So if we go all the way up to the top, we'll see that this is our dashboard. And then we have a paid ads tab, emails, direct mail, and social posts. So if we click on paid ads, this is going to show us all of our metrics for our paid ads. It's going to tell you the overview. It will provide a preview, tell you the status that the campaign is in, the duration, how much money has been sent, and what your goal is. And on the right-hand side, on the three dots, you have the option to edit, duplicate, or archive a campaign. You go up to the top under emails. This is going to show you all of your metrics for your emails that you've sent out. And it's going to show you the same overview as the paid ads. So you'll see this one, we do have a status saying mailed versus draft. This one has been canceled. So this icon will give you a good idea of, what stage your campaign is in. Direct mail. So any direct mail that you're sending out, you'll have your metrics here. And last, we have social posts. So this is where all of your social media posts will show that you're scheduling through command. All right, so if we want to create the campaign, we will click on the Create Campaign button at the top right. And then we do have the option to pick if we are doing a social ad, a post, direct mail, or email. And then for the payments section, we can see what we've paid for and track and make any adjustments on our campaigns. Right, next we are going to go to reports. So reports is giving us an overview of our database metrics. So we're going to have our database health. This is going to tell you what areas are not filled out within your database. So it looks like we are pretty good on emails. However, we really need to work on getting some addresses and some home anniversaries. And then at the bottom, we have our database activity score. So it's going to tell you how you are doing with reaching out and staying active with your contacts. You can also see the source of your data over here. If we go to the top, we can click on our Reports tab. And then you're going to have the option to show either opportunity reports, goal reports, or database reports based on whatever you are looking for. And it's going to provide all of the metrics under those reports. And all of this is going to be pulling from your opportunities. So keep in mind that the more accurate you are filling out your opportunities, the more accurate these reports will be. So you have goals where you can do goal setting. And you'll see this will provide a profit tracker, activities breakdown, goal conversion rates, GCI goal breakdown. And then if you want to create some of these goals, you'll just click on the goal settings in the top right, and you'll be able to fill out those goals. So lead routing, if you are on a team, you will see some information here. However, if you are not on a team, you will not have this tab. And we do have additional videos that go more in depth about lead routing. If we click on emails, this is going to show us all of our email metrics. And lastly, we have texts and calls. So this is going to pull through Twilio, and you can get Twilio in the marketplace. And this will show you all of the metrics around that. All right, so now we're going to go into designs. So this is going to show you the designs that you currently have. If you go to the top search bar, you are able to search for designs, and it will start populating anything that fits what you're typing. We also have another filter where we can filter by the design type. If you click on your image, it will open up and you can make any edits. If we go over to the right-hand side, you can filter by date. And then you have another customized view option where you can see your images, or rather your designs, in a list, or you can have them in more of an icon view. Then you have the option to import a design. So once this opens up, you'll see that you can either start from blank, you can choose a template, you can upload a PDF of a design you already have, etc. And lastly, if we click on Create Design, we can choose email, social, print, or video, and then start creating our own design from there. All right, we're going to go to listings now. So this is where we're going to sync our MLS listings. So if we click Sync My MLS, ours has already been completed. So once you are connected to your MLS, you are able to search by listing address. And we'll click on Next. And it's going to populate this information. You'll be able to click whichever one is yours. And when you go to click on Next, this is going to have you confirm that you are either the primary or the co-listing agent in order to move forward. So once you do sync your listing, this information will be able to populate to your marketing. All right. And lastly, we have our consumer icon. So this is where at the top, you'll see your website URL. This is hyperlinked and will redirect you to your personal branded KW website. Any pages that are on your website are going to be shown here. If you click on the eyeball, it's going to show you what that page is. And if you click on the three dots, you can either edit or delete the page. If you wanted to create a new page, you can click on the Create New Page option. Next, we have our landing pages. So landing pages are standalone pages that will have its own specific link. So these are generally used for specific open houses, just listed, new construction, anything like that, we'll put under a landing page. Next, if we go to Guide Builder, this is connected to your consumer app, and it's for clients who are registered with your app. So they can either view a buyer's guide or a seller's guide as long as they're registered. Next, if we click on Collections, here you can create a collection. So, and you're able to push this out through to your clients that are registered on your app. So this is basically like a home search. You can create specific home searches and then send them out to your clients. All right, next we are going to go to our site and app settings. So this is giving you the background of your website. So here you're able to change your text, images. Under registration, you can decide the limits of if you want people to have to sign into your website or not. adding any virtual tours for listings. Then if we go to URL, this is going to show you what your URLs are. Featured listings. This will show you the featured listings that you have showing on your website. The theme, so you can either choose a red theme or a dark theme. And lastly, we have our agent site pages. So this is where you're able to reorganize your page setup based on whatever your preferences are. So you'll just click on the dots to the left of the words, and you will just drag and drop based on how you want it set up. So if you click, it will open up some more information where you can change the name of the page, the URL slug, and the SEO description. All right, so that is all that we have time for today for our command overview. Thank you so much to everyone who has joined us today. Remember to visit our YouTube page for any additional videos and videos that go more in depth on these topics. And any questions that you have, just email us at support@scottleroymarketing.com. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you guys soon.